Hello, everybody. It's Yolanda. How's it going? I am back. I'm shut down for tonight. I am here and I am going live. Okay, I am live. I'm tired. I want to come here and say hello before I go get in the shower, before I go and shut down for the night, this Sunday night, y'all. Y'all want to join your girl? Come on in. Come on in. It's Yolanda. It's Yolanda. You come in. We appreciate if you would give it a thumbs up. I'm here, and baby, am I tired? But I had to finish and connect from this morning. Hey, Rachel T. Hey, love, what's popping? I tried to do a live this morning, and let me tell you, I was in a bad area on the back roads in the country road. And so I said, when I shut down, I'm going to keep pushing. And I got to this truck stop, and I said, you know what? It's still early before I go get my shower and get myself together. I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop on and go live and see who comes in here. And I'm glad you guys came back. I just stopped and just automatically went so I could try to get my little hour on this Sunday night before everybody have to go to sleep. Because I know a lot of people have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm here. So how's it going with you? I've been trying to catch up on content throughout the day as I roll. Like when I stop and get fuel, or if the customers oh boy, okay, I'm back. So it says, I still watched it, hon. It's you. I'm there. I appreciate it. I know a lot of the area, let me make sure my stuff, where I was at was really, really bad. It really was. But you know what? I said I was still going to upload it. It says Rachel T. It says it's going. It says I'm relaxing today. It says I try to rest on Sundays. Okay, cool. I know that's right. Resting on Sundays is pretty good. That's a good thing. Let me see how dark it is. Can you see me? No, it's still kind of dark. I'm not going to turn that light on. So what I'll do is let you guys look. You guys will be able to look at the trucks. I think I'm going to go for a walk in a few minutes. I'm still trying to wind down. Hold on 1 second. Well, I'm going to say, cheese. Hey, it's your girl. You know, it's your girl. I need to do something to my hair, but I will. I'm going to let you guys look at the trucks. Hold on. So I'm going to flip it back, and I'm going to go for a walk in a little while. It says, you weren't choppy when you could hear you early. Okay, I know it was pretty bad. There were some people saying they could hear me. There were some people saying that they could not hear me. And I know YouTube took some of the time away because it originally was like 15 minutes or something, the entire video. And then YouTube took the video away. I mean, they didn't take it away. They took that time away. All of the, you know, I didn't see Larry pop in here. Hello, Larry. How are you? I appreciate you coming back. I'm trying to start back off where I left off at today when I tried to do that walk. Well, and I might walk in a little while because it's still early. I'm enjoying my walk, you guys. It's pretty interesting. And this truck stop it's not that big, but it's not that small. It's like a medium-sized truck stop. So I apologize, you guys, about that live. I really do. I had a feeling when I started walking, I wasn't going to have a good signal. And you know why? Because even before I went live, I didn't have a good signal on my phone, just checking content, trying to send messages to people. It was just not working. And then I thought when I walk in a different area, I thought, okay, it might do something, but it didn't. So I apologize. That's why I didn't even try to keep going in and out. I just, finished walking, did what I had to do until I swapped and picked up, and here I am. I'm shut down. And like I said, before I go in and get myself situated. You know, I got a shower. I don't know if I'm gonna grab me something to eat. They got the same old stuff here. It's always either pizza, or it's always a Subway or a McDonald's, or just something that just sucks. So yeah. So that's about it. It says you're working, love. It says we understand completely. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, it's a hard grind where you're trying to get that content in, and you are trying to you know what, I might get out and take y'all for a walk. When my phone charge up a little bit, I'm gonna get out and take a little stroll. It is still early. Let me see. Yes, it is 7 o'clock where I'm at. So yeah, it's hard driving and putting out content, and then I'm trying to walk, and then, you know, outside of YouTube you got family, and oh, just, it's a plate full, let me tell you, and a dessert on the side. So yeah. But so a lot of people just relaxing on this Sunday. Did you cook anything today, Rachel, or did you order out? I'm curious. I'm being nosy now. I'm just curious. Larry, what you had going on today, Larry? Do anything interesting? Anybody in the chat? Y'all do any? What y'all do interesting? Anybody in the chat? What did y'all do? Anything interesting today? Or y'all just chilled? It says love doesn't have a variety of food at truck stops. No, they don't. It's always pizza, Larry. If you notice that, remember the pizza? They got that Chester chicken, and they have what you call it? It's always a Subway's or a McDonald's, maybe a Arby's or Carl Jr. But you know, Larry, none of these truck stops got no food worth eating. I'm just gonna keep it real. So yeah, it says no. I had grilled cheese sandwich. It says I've been snacking since church, so I wasn't hungry. Okay. Okay, Larry said today is my football day. It must be awesome to kick back and relax and take it easy. You guys, I got to go inside and grab me something else to drink. If you guys want to hang in on that chat, y'all can. If y'all see any trolls, depending on what them trolls are saying, y'all let them trolls stay in there, y'all. But I got to run in here and grab some, and I just forgot. Y'all on live. Y'all just could stay there. Y'all will be okay until I come back. Y'all don't go nowhere. And if y'all do come back in, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to let it run while I run inside, y'all. Because I got to go. Your girl got to go inside. So y'all chit-chat. This is today. Y'all chit-chat amongst each other. Anybody come in, y'all tell them to hit that like button. So Larry, Rachel, you guys look like y'all are only two here. Y'all go ahead and handle the chat for me. It says, I don't know why grocery stores won't set up by truck stop. It says they would get the business from all the travel. You're absolutely right, but they're not going to do that. You're absolutely right. I be thinking the same thing, you know? For real. For real. Oh, right now everybody is circling looking for a park. And that's how it's going to be. And ain't nothing open here. Now watch, they're going to start parking right in front of that scale. And they're going to block people off. See? Oh, no, he might have found a spot right there. I don't know. We'll be here. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm just got to go in and do something real quick. I'll be right back. Wait a minute. Your girl ain't going to be gone that long. Because I need something now before I go get in the shower later. But I'll be right back. My seat needs some WD-40. I'll be right back, y'all. Take care of that for me. What did I miss, peeps? Okay, I'm back. Your girl is back. Okay, let me catch up with the comments. I left off. Rachel said we'll be here. Tim Keenan says, good evening, Yolanda from Clarksville, Tennessee. Yes, I remember you. Good evening. Hold on. Larry, Creative Parking, Rachel. This says, welcome, Tim. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate that. Says, I'm here, Tony. Yo, man, Rachel. Hey. Rachel said, happy Sunday, Rachel. Okay. How are you, Tony? Tim. It says, what's up, Tony? Tipper Top King. Hello. Rachel. Hello. Yolanda will be back. She had to go get something out of the store. Okay, I appreciate that, Rachel. Tim King. Top. I says, awesome, Tony. You're good to see you. Rachel says, hi, Tipper. It says, why the red face? What you got going on this evening? What's wrong? Rachel. Oh my God. I know. It says, hello. Edward said, hello, beautiful lady. Hello, Edward. Tony said, hello, Edward. Edward says, Tony, you says, you full of Crown Royal Black 92 proof. Rachel. Rachel, it says, evening everywhere. It says, Yolanda went in the store. She will be right back. It says, Edward, not yet. Edward says, welcome in, everyone. It says, please live support the channel. I appreciate that, Rachel. Okay, Tim. I'm curious about the red face, too. I was trying to see what he was going to say. Edward says, Tony, yes. It says, don't do no videos yesterday, so you respect that black crowd, okay? It's just, you're right. I didn't see the video from Tony today. She's back, y'all. Yes, I'm back. No, because I don't even know what that say, man. We just gonna call you Novikov. I guess he's saying hello, hopefully. It says, Edward says, I didn't. It says, I'll explain it in my tonight video. Nova. Okay, Novik, I don't even, okay, never mind. What is this? Summer Ocean. Oh, Summer Ocean Wave. It says, hey, Yolanda, hey, chat. Hello, welcome, Summer. It says, Edward, it says, Tony, it says, oh, okay. It says, wife didn't put her hands on you. It says, you did. She's why you didn't do the video last night, okay? It says, Mon Swang, it says, like done. Hello. Where's Swanee? Tell Swanee I said hello. Mon Swang, hello. Welcome to the chat. It said, Summer Ocean. It says, like. 6 it says, please thumb up the live. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Edward, he's laughing. Rachel, it says, Timber Web. It says, they found out. It says, you wasn't here and shut down on all of us. Okay. It says, Summers, I think it says, thank you. Okay, because I sure didn't understand what it was saying. Yeah, I guess you was able to see that because I couldn't see it. I'm like, I don't know what he was saying. Tim King, it says, thumbs up. Summer Waves, it says, thank you, Yolanda. You're welcome. Y'all, I'm back. Your girl is back. I just had to run in and grab something for a second. That's all. And I'm shut down. And before I just was done for the night, because for you guys that was there earlier, I did a, what do you call it? I did my walking. You guys know I'm on my walking on my weight loss journey. It says, Rachel. It says, Nova. It says, say hello and hi. Oh, Rachel, you know what I wanted to tell you, love? How come you came to my comment section? It's still there. And I said to you, I couldn't speak Spanish. You was saying some girl, you was cutting up in Spanish. And I didn't know you speak Spanish, Rachel. So I don't know what you were saying. So I couldn't really respond. I couldn't really respond to what you were saying because it wasn't nothing under there where I can hit translate. Rachel. No, I'm talking about Rachel. Rachel left me a comment talking in Spanish. I'm like, girl, I don't speak Spanish. That's what I said to her. It says, look like a space boat. Okay. It says, you're looking sexy too, baby. How you know how I'm looking, Edward? You can't see me. You can't see me because I got the camera turned around. It says that's another example of how comments go on someone else's. You know what? I thought about that. I said, I bet you Rachel was on somebody else's page and she left it in Spanish. I was saying to myself, because I do that. And then it went from their page, but it's on my page. It says Edward and Rachel, hey. Summer Wave, she's saying hey. So Navika, well, you know I can't speak India. It says Summer hello. Edward says Summer hello. So you guys are all connecting. I'm still doing something, you guys. I mean, go ahead and connect. I can still see the comments. I'm still doing something with my job. It says, I saw your exercise video and they put me in a good mood too. Oh, they did? Okay, I appreciate that. I hope they do. I hope you do continue. It says, Summer, it says, Navigus, please speak English. I don't think he can speak English, Summer. I know his wife does speak English very well. Rachel, I know his wife speaks English really well. Hold on, I'm here, y'all. I'm just doing something. So I'll catch up on the comments in a second. You guys can still talk amongst each other if you like. Hutchins. I'm not going out that far. No, I'm not going out that far. Nope, not doing it. Send that to somebody else. I ain't going out that far. Just to be there tomorrow night. I'll be ready for it. Okay, I'm back. Rachel says wave. It says I spelled that all wrong, love. Sorry about that. Rachel. Okay, it says how are you, Rachel? It says I'm good, love. How are you? Tim, it says hello to everyone in the live. Hello, Tim. Welcome. How are you tonight? And I know you guys ain't really got a view of nothing at this truck stop to look at, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna do the best. You gotta go do. I might go for a little walk because it's nice. I might walk, you know, go out there and check out the sidewalk. And I might take you guys with me. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. You guys let me put my tennis shoes on. And I don't know if they got a sidewalk. I think they do. They might have a sidewalk. It says, I'm glad you're good, Rachel. I'm okay. It says, thank you. She's cooking. I think I'm gonna, do they have a sidewalk? Because I can walk. Let me walk and see if they got a sidewalk before I take y'all with me. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'll be right back. I gotta see if they got a sidewalk over here before I get out. If they ain't got no sidewalk, I'm not going for no walk. My seat need WD-40, I know. Lord. Y'all, I'm back. Okay, my seat needs WD-40. I know it. Don't tell me. Let me see if I'm going to catch up with the comments. Hold on. Okay, so I left off with Rachel speaking to Summer. It says, please speak Russian. Novak, I can't speak Russian, hon. It says, I'm glad you're good, Rachel. I'm okay. Who's saying, please, I'm so lost. What did I lose here? So a lot of people that come into the chat. So I have a lot of, there's a lot of people that speak different languages that come in my chat. Some of them have translators and some speak in their language. Rachel just subbed to, so right along with Dan. It says, you, what's up? Dan, I tried to do the collab with you. Are you still in here? And I sent you an invite, and everybody was on live. We was waiting for you, Dan, and you never showed up. So what happened, Dan? Thanks for that love. It says, Summer, it says, all I know speckled, I know that's spelled wrong. It says, I love to speak Russian. Well, I don't know if it's spelled wrong. Maybe that's just the way they spell it or something, Summer. I'm not quite sure. It says, hello, right along with Dan. Rachel speaking. Right along with Dan, it says, how are you? I'm fine. How are you, Dan? Rachel, it says, please like the live, everyone. Thank you. Summer says, hey, Dan. It says, right along with Dan, it says, how are you too? He's speaking. You guys get a chance, go over there and check out Dan. It says, great. How are you, Dan? Welcome. Summer, it says, BRB. It says, I'm going to sub to you right now, Rachel. Okay. It says, right along with Dan says, I'm good. My New York Giants lost again. The New York Giants? What? They lost. So sorry, Dan. It says, Navajo, okay. MOXIC. Well, you know, I don't understand it, but thank you for being in the chat. It says, thanks, love. It's Summer. It says, can you post your link here, please, Rachel? Rachel, she wants to know, can you post your link? It says, my homeboy loves the Giants too. It says they're always losing, but he still support. Rachel. Oh, so there's Rachel's link at Rachel Terrell. Right along. It says, yeah, I know. It says bad year. It's where's Yolanda? I'm right here, Dan. I stepped away. It says there she is. Dan, you still, I tried to do that collab with you. It says I'll leave. It says comment on your post. Oh, so Rachel's going to comment on Summer post. It says she's back then. It says awesome. It's Grandma. Hey, it's Grandma's World. It says right along with Dan. It says Summer, what's up? They're all speaking. Grandma's World, love, welcome. It says, what's up? It says, I'm sorry, I was out clubbing. You was out clubbing. I seen that video, Dan, where you and your son and whoever you was with, y'all was out somewhere. Looked like you was pretty toasted, Dan. You was pretty wasted. I'm surprised you on live tonight, Dan, with anybody, because you got to get up and roll out 3 or 4 o'clock. But I appreciate you stopping in, because Dan, it's about your bedtime, because y'all got to. So y'all don't know, Dan is a truck driver. He used to do what I do, but he does a dump trucks and trash. That's what he does on that area. He's over there in New Jersey out there, where I'm not trying to go. But anyhow, he's been over there for a while running that. So you guys go check him out. He is good people. He always come in and check me out and show me some love. I appreciate that, Dan. I really appreciate that. Rachel said we'll connect. Yeah, I was going to take y'all for a walk, but there ain't no sidewalks. So I'm going to see how it goes. I might walk around here and I might not, because this truck stop is really not that busy. It says Novoco. Okay, whatever you're leaving, it's either in Russian or it's French, or anybody can translate TAK P-A-R. I don't know. But I think he can speak multiple languages because he said speak Russian, so he's bilingual. Uh, so he could just roll in there. I mean, I don't know what he's saying, but I mean, he's not bothering nobody that I can see. It's Grandma World. It says, thanks contributors to watch hours for this channel. It says she's working on her requirements to become monetized membership and loading, considering grabbing. It says you're when you become available. I appreciate that. This is right along with that. It says, I can't miss Yolanda's show. I appreciate that, Dan. But then I told you I went live and you didn't. I tried to push you. We're going to try to do that collab somewhere in there, Dan. Rachel, it says Nova. It says you can't request music here. It says you can do that on TikTok though. So Rachel, you understand what he's saying? What you got your translator thing out, Rachel? Because I sure don't know what he's saying. But I don't think he's saying nothing mean. You know what I'm saying, Rachel? I don't know what he's saying, but I think he's bilingual. I think he can speak multiple languages. It says right along with that, it says, all right, I'm looking forward to our live. Well, Dan, I'm going to have to try again. Dan, remember when I watched that video and I left? How are you? You said doing fine. And we was talking about the live. I guess you didn't. Dan, you might have to inbox me or something again because I went live. And you could go see the little short video that I got on my live videos. It says going live with riding along with Dan. Ask anybody in here. We was waiting on you, Dan. I had turned on the camera. People was there. I had it set up. I sent you the information, Dan, and you never logged in. I don't know if you didn't know how to. Well, he ain't paying me no mind. It's just Yolanda, be careful letting comments in with language you don't understand. Why is that, Grandma? So what do I need to do? Should I block that out? What would they be doing with languages I don't understand? What are they saying? Grandma's World. I've never had that before. There's a few people that rocks with me. It's Grandma's World that they don't speak. Well, they speak multiple languages. And they come in all the time. But they speak English. And then when I go to their channel, they speak English and their language. And this person can speak multiple language because he asked everybody to speak in Russia. I don't know why he's not speaking in Russian because he can speak multiple languages. That's what I'm so confused. It says right along with Dan. It says, hi, Rachel. Novakat. I don't understand why he's not speaking English when he can speak multiple language. Rachel said, hi, Dan. It says, I'm sorry. It says, block him. Look, Dan said, block him. It says, you're responsible for the comments in your chat. It says, YouTube expects you, the moderator, to inappropriate. So I don't understand what you said. I said, I know I'm responsible for the comments in there. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's asking nothing rude. It's Grandma's World that I can see. He's asking to play a song. That's what I'm saying. He's not asking anything rude. That's what he's just requesting stuff. So I don't understand, but he can speak multiple languages. It says get monitor. Okay, it says if you trust their comment. Well, I'm not that I don't trust them. It's not bothering me. So that's all I'm saying. It's not irritating to me because he's sending smiling faces. He's just talking. So I don't have a problem. Everybody run their channel the way they run. If you got a problem with it, you handle it that way. But I don't have a problem with it. I appreciate the intake on it, but I don't see nothing rude about it because he's sending smiley faces, and I know he's asking something. And if he want to be rude, whatever. I mean, whatever YouTube want to do, I ain't gonna even lie. At this point, I mean, what can I do about it? It's what it is. It's not that I don't trust nobody comment, to be honest. I just flow with it. I have moderated. It says, oh, I just saw a different language. Well, I understand what so Grandma it's Grandma's World. I have a lot of people that subscribe to me speak multiple languages. India, French, Bosnia, Russian, Mexican, Spanish, whatever. They speak multiple languages. When they come on here, whether I cannot understand it or not, he's asking stuff. I mean, it's not bothering me. I mean, what I don't really understand when you said the part that YouTube that I'm responsible for my comments in YouTube. So I'm a little bit confused on that part. Like him leaving a comment, what does that have to do with anything on my page. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, you know, like I'm still kind of confused. I wish you can elaborate on that a little bit more. No, but I'm asking you to elaborate. You just said be considerate of the comments, you know, like, so what I'm saying is, like, when you do your live, there's a lot of stuff that pop on in your live that, okay, you might understand. But what I'm saying, I'm on this live here, I don't have a problem with him speaking whatever language he chooses to speak, is what I'm saying. If he's not speaking English, that's fine. If I can't understand, at the end of the day, I really don't care. Even if he curses me out, it's what it is. Just like if a troll come in. Some people don't like trolls, but I don't have a problem with trolls. Everybody operate their channel the way they choose to operate it. And if I ain't got a problem with him not speaking English, I ain't got a problem with it. If he want to talk whatever, that's on him. I mean, I don't, some people I went on a girl's live the other night. She was having all her mods to block block all the trolls. I don't have a problem with trolls. Some people do. I mean, everybody operate the way they operate. It's what it is. I do not have a problem with none of it. Bring the trolls on, bring whoever. But I will say this, I think everybody should operate the way they choose to operate. That's just me, I'm just saying. You might have a problem with him on your page because you can't understand him. Fine, block him. I ain't got no issues with him. He ain't bothering me. I don't think he bothering nobody else. I'm just keeping it real. If I don't mean to be offensive, but he's not bothering me. Just let him send the comments. Whatever he want to send, it's not bothering me at all. Like, literally, it's not bothering me. And Rachel is translating, but and when I'm seeing Rachel is translating, obviously he's not saying nothing rude that I can see, but it's what it is. So Yolanda is definitely growing. So happy for you. I appreciate that. Me too. Says Nandovic, yes. I appreciate you translating that, Rachel. Okay, right along with Dan. Where are you from, Rachel? Rachel answered that. Is Grandma's World. It says I never really block people. I'm just talking about YouTube guidelines. But I'm saying, you saying YouTube guidelines, I'm still a little bit confused. Because somebody is in the chat, is Grandma's World, you still are not breaking it down to me. You're saying YouTube guidelines rules, meaning what? Because he's in my chat and I don't understand what he's saying, what am I going to get in trouble for that? I'm very confused. So that's what I want you to explain. You said I never really block people. I'm just talking about the YouTube guidelines. So you have to collaborate, Rachel. Not Rachel. I'm finna call her Asia, Lord. It's Grandma's World. You have to make me understand it a little bit more. So you're saying because he's in my chat and I can't understand what he's saying, that would I get in trouble from YouTube? Would I not get monetized? I wish you would explain it. Look, because I've had people come in my chat speaking multiple languages, and I have no idea what they're saying. I just be like, whatever. We don't know what state she is in Nova. It says she drives trucks. It says state. It's from Rachel. It says I'm from Nebraska. Dan, you. It says Rachel. It says I didn't say no. I never said you said block him. I was saying I don't block. I like the trolls, but I want you to explain the part about YouTube guidelines about somebody in my chat that's not speaking English. That's the part I want to know. It says, I didn't say block him. I never said to block him. I know you didn't say that. It says, have a great night, guys. Be safe. See you soon. All right, Dan. I appreciate it. Have a good one. It says, no, she's not in the sea of the sky or drives states to state. Safety is it doesn't. Okay, yeah. So now I was waiting for his Grandma's World to explain about YouTube guidelines about somebody in your, because I've seen people like I was in Zen Within a live one night, man. There was people in there speaking Russian, speaking Spanish. I've been in multiple chats where people speak multiple languages, and I want to know what I'm trying to figure out. I'm hoping Grandma like say exactly what she's saying. She's saying because of YouTube guidelines. It says, no, she's not in the sea. Grandma's World. It says, for example, if someone comes into a chat and if you cannot understand the language and it says it's going against the guidelines of the CC is responsible to us for the tools and the moderator of the chat. So, in other words, And if you cannot understand the language, and if it's going against, like, what would be going against the YouTube guidelines? Like if he came in and said something derogatory, I'm still trying to figure out. It says we don't have crocodiles in Nebraska. Okay. It says you said you feel comfortable with his comments, so you're good. But I'm still trying to, because like I said, I still want you to collaborate. I see what you're saying, but it's a lot of people, and I've been in a lot of lives. There's people that come in and speak, like I go in, like I have a lot of people in India, and I go over there. I can't speak India, so I go in their chat. I know it's different, and I leave stuff in English. So I think I'm trying to figure out, like, so in other words, like you saying, like, how would he go against? So I just want you to give me an example. Like if he came in my chat, what would he do in my chat? Even though I can't understand him, what would he do in the chat that I would be going against? That would, if he did something, like give me an example against YouTube guidelines. Like just give me, like, throw out a comment. Like you can abbreviate it. Like if he came in and did or said what? It says corn and lots of restaurants and high taxes in the Nebraska, LOL, Nevada. It says not a place you want to live if you're not trying to pay some of the highest taxes in America. Yes, ma'am, Rachel, that is so correct. Husky, the corn state. So I'm just trying to see if Grandma's World is gonna comment on this, because I really like to know this, because I be in a lot of chats and every day we learn something new. So I'm trying to figure out exactly, like with the corn huskers, yes, exactly what, like, so I was hoping she would explain, like, say for instance, if like what would make him break the guideline, because see, this is my first time ever hearing this. Says I would have to research. See, that's what I'm saying. So you would have to, it said I would have to research a specific example to give you. It says I never had this issue happen. I just don't allow languages that I don't understand to prevent it. That's what I said, and that's your choice and your preference. That's what I was saying, but it's okay with me whether I understand it or not. I want it in my chat. I don't have a problem with it. But obviously you do, and that's your channel and your platform. So of course, if you don't allow it, but that's no reason to tell me not to allow it, because I don't have an issue with it. And I'm not saying that's what you're telling me to do, but you just said you do not allow it in yours, but mine, guess what? I'm cool with it. I ain't got no problem. Just like driving on the roads, you got some drivers that don't take back roads and some that do. I don't have a problem with back roads. Everybody has a preference. That's why we all different. Like some people like corn and some don't. But we all have that right. And that's the part that I was trying to get you to understand. What works for you on your channel might not work for me on mine. And I'm not trying to be rude. My channel is still small and growing. But whether it was a large, small, or medium, I don't have a problem with him coming on here. Some people will block him. But again, I don't tell nobody how to run their platform. If I don't have a problem with him, no offense, why should you have a problem with him or anybody else? Because Dan said block him. I'm thinking, Dan, block him for what? We ain't on your live. We on Yolanda live. Because I don't go on nobody's platform telling them what they should or should not do. That's all I'm saying. And if I'm coming off wrong, I apologize. I've been in Dan's plenty. I ain't never told Dan to block nobody. I've been in your live, Grandma's World. I ain't never said nothing or whatever, because I figure that's not my place to do. If you want somebody, if you don't want somebody to speak multiple languages, well then don't have them on your platform. Just like I was on a live the other day, and it was a young lady, and the dude was over there being real derogatory. He was coming in there, and this was a dude of the same race as her, calling her ninja this, ninja that. Now I think that's a problem with guidelines, you know. But again, I've had that on my channel and I ain't got no problem with it. I've had people email me telling me that they got a problem with that and they was not rocking with me because I was like, I'm gone, goodbye, see you. Don't let the don't not be you. I don't care. If I want to let a certain troll, certain this, certain that, if it's bothering you, guess what? There's a whole bunch of other channels you can look at, because that's what I'm gonna do. I have people emailing me telling me stuff like that. I just got serious issues with stuff like that. Do not email me telling me you got a problem with a certain troll up on. I just don't get people. Like, I go on people's channel and I watch it. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna leave a nasty comment. I'm not gonna say this or that. I just move on. And I don't understand trolls, really, I don't. I don't understand people that come to people's channel and leave nasty comments, talk about them. I mean, people are just weird like that. But again, if I go to anybody's channel and I don't like their content, or I got a problem with it, or they done something I don't agree with, I don't figure it's my place to tell them, oh, your content suck, or I don't like what you did, or you shoulda, coulda, woulda done this. Guess what? I keep it moving. That's all I do. I don't even express. I either go, when I go to people's page, I either like it. Even if I don't like their content, I don't give them a thumbs down. If I don't like it, I just don't give them nothing. And I don't even leave a comment. If I like it, I don't ever have nothing bad to say about nobody. I always give them a thumbs up. If I'm going to watch it, I watch their video, and I leave a comment. Whether I'm subscribed to them or just scrolling through YouTube, that's the way I am. Do you know how much content I roll through where I do not care for the people's stuff? I don't even be mean to them. I just don't watch their channel. And I mean, I'm just saying, you know, everybody operate different. You learn stuff new every single day in these YouTube streets. But with the part where people coming in, and you got a lot of people that are racist, got issues about certain things. I don't have that problem because my family is like a rainbow. In my family, we got biracial, we got Mexican, we got white, we got Spanish, we got Philippines. My uncles, they married to, when they was in the military, his one wife, she is from the Philippines, one Asian, one is what is Josephine? She is oh, it's coming to me. So it's the what? So just she's a Philippines. Oh man, Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh, I could see it. Hawaiian. Dang it, I was trying to say it. Philippines, Hawaiian. I'm like, well, I could just see her with the hula hoop. But I got whites in my family. I got Mexicans. My one cousin's married to a Muslim, Arabs. I can go, the list just goes on and on and on. And there's so many people, I can't, even my granddaughter, she's bilingual. She speaks 2 languages. I can't do it. She speaks Spanish and she speaks English. Okay. My brother-in-law, he speaks what? I think 4 different languages. I mean, I don't know what he's saying half of the time unless he's speaking English. But like I say, everybody operate, you know, different, you know. It says, I just follow the guidelines. So in other words, you're saying I don't follow the guidelines as Grandma's World? I'm still confused. It says, I can't write Russian, but I can understand some. I was in the military. See there, Rachel? It says, so I recognize a few language here and there. Okay, cool, Rachel. It says, I know I'm not catching all you saying, no disrespect, but I can understand some. It's just, Yolanda, I'm not saying for your personal preferences. I'm only trying to give you the YouTube guide. Oh, it's all fine. I mean, it's all good. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Grandma. I was just trying to figure it out. Because like I said, I've been in plenty of live, and people come in there and speak different languages, and the host does not understand what they're saying, and they just let them ride with it. And this is the first time ever hearing that, like you just said, you don't allow. Like, so in other words, if I came in your live, Grandma, and like, say for instance, I was like my granddaughter, I was bilingual, and I came in there and I just started speaking, start speaking Spanish, and you didn't understand nothing I was saying. So in other words, you're saying you would block me, even if I was coming in there and said, oh, hello, how are you doing today? Just trying to support you, you would block me. That's what I was trying to figure out. And I don't understand how with me coming in there speaking Spanish would mess with the guidelines. That's the part I'm very confused on. Because right here it just says, which I understand, this is Yolanda, I'm not saying for personal preference, I'm only trying to give you the YouTube guide. Okay, that's what I'm still lost on. What guide is saying that? That's just like saying my granddaughter. Okay, she mainly speaks Spanish, right? So this is why it's bothering me. And I don't want you to take it the wrong way because you good people. That's just like saying my granddaughter came to your live and she only spoke Spanish and you didn't understand what she was saying. So you're telling me because of YouTube guideline, you would block my granddaughter when all she's doing is being nice to you and trying to support you. That's the way I see it. She's saying, hello, it's Grandma's World. How are you? You know, my name is Abayomi. I'm here to say hello. I'm supporting you. And then she said, I hit the light. And she's just talking to you in Spanish because maybe she's not good in English, but she talked more in Spanish. And so now my granddaughter is like, dos, blah, blah, blah. She's just going back and forth with you in Spanish, but she's not saying nothing wrong. How is her speaking Spanish, or just like I'll take, for instance, my cousin, she's married to a Muslim and he speaks a different language. Okay. That's just like one of my relatives that speak a different language come to your page, and because you can't understand them, you would block them, and they're not even being rude to you. How is that a YouTube guideline? That's what I'm trying to get to understand. And I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. And like I said, I'm confused because that's the way I see it. That's just like if my granddaughter came. Let me see. No, she ain't. Never mind. I was gonna have my granddaughter to come in here and start speaking Spanish, right? I don't know what she's saying, but I'm not gonna block her because guess what? I don't feel that she's saying, even if she wasn't my granddaughter, I don't think she's saying nothing rude to me. I don't know. Y'all help me out here. I'm just a little bit confused. It says, Rachel, you use Google Translate, write Russian. See, I told you he could speak English and he could speak Russian. See, and most bilingual people can speak multiple languages. My granddaughters, she speaks 2 languages. My brother-in-law, he speaks 4. My cousin, her husband, he speaks 7 languages. 7 languages. I kid you not. So, and I think why I'm taking offense, because I got my family is like a rainbow. There's so many mixtures in my family, and they all speak, and I don't understand none of them. My own granddaughter, when she speaks Spanish, I don't know what the heck she's saying. But I love it that she's bilingual like that. Okay, so I let her do her thing. When we be in restaurants or somebody speaking or whatever, she could tell me everything they saying in Spanish. I don't know what they're saying in Spanish, but she knows. Okay, just like my brother-in-law, we go somewhere. We was at a restaurant, and he could speak Indian. He's Bosnia, all these languages. And it's good to have somebody to speak your language, but just because you can't understand their language doesn't mean that they're saying nothing derogatory. You know what? I ain't even gonna go there with the YouTube thing because I almost slipped and said something. But yeah, I got a problem with that because I got too many people in my family that speak multiple languages and I don't know what they saying. So in other words, what you telling me is you don't allow it on your page, which I ain't got no problem with it. So one of my relatives pop in to support you, you gonna block them because you don't understand what him or her is saying. That's the way I see it. I mean, I ain't trying to come at you, but I think I'm defensive because one, I'm looking at my grandbaby. She mostly speaks Spanish. And so you'll have a problem with her because that is her language that she likes to speak. She speaks Spanish. So if she came on your page and she get to speaking and you gonna block my baby? Oh, girl, you ought to think about that. I'm just saying. Because you don't, unless you speak in Spanish, you don't understand what she's saying. That's the way I see it. So what would you do? You just said, so okay, I want to ask you this, Grandma. If my granddaughter, my baby, came on your page right now, you was live at this very moment, which you could be, and she started speaking to you. I got one device, my phone, because I was going to call her and tell her to come in. And if she starts speaking to you in Spanish, answer this. What would you do if you didn't understand her? What would you do? It's Grandma Squirrel. I'm just curious. I might even send her over to your live one day just to be curious to see how would you handle that, because do you speak Spanish? Or I better yet, my cousin sent her husband. He's Arabic. He speaks Portuguese. So her husband speaks Portuguese, whatever the heck he speaks. That nigga, he speaks. That joker speaks 3 languages. So if he came to your live and he started speaking Portuguese, however he pronounced that mess, you wouldn't understand what he was saying. So how would you handle him? But he came to support you. That's all I want to know. Come on, girl. I mean, help me out right here. And I'm a little bit hyped because that's bothering me, because I got so many people in my family that speak multiple languages. I don't know what they saying, but they still my family, especially my grandbaby. So I'm just saying, how would answer that if one of my relatives that speak, we'll even say my brother-in-law that speak multiple languages, he came right now and he started speaking French to you and you don't understand. I did a collab with Vocas. He speaks multiple language, French, India, and more than he speak English. But I could communicate. Do you know you can communicate with somebody and don't understand a word they say? And I've learned that with family members. They know what I'm saying and I know what they're saying. I'm just saying. I want to know, what would you do if, or like somebody in your family married somebody that speak multiple languages, but they speak a language you don't understand? I mean, like, I'm just curious. It says, no, I can't write Russian when I was younger, and it says in my early days, it says I could write some, but it's the way, it's the skill. Yes, Rachel, that's what my brother-in-law says. It's don't use it loose. It says, Rachel, it says, how many languages do you speak? It says, I'm truly not saying it because it says, I have an issue. It says, I only saying it's based on the guidelines. People come and curse me out daily and I don't block. Like, okay, alrighty. I don't know what he's saying. Hello, Yolanda, Ma's blessing. Hey, chill, Will. It says, usually I see a CC unaware of a guideline. I simply let that well know, okay? It says, I scroll up and see what I miss. Okay. No, okay, he's speaking. Okay, languages, how many do you speak? It says, hello, chat. That's generally for the host. It says, like a lot of people use looping videos. Okay, and I understand that, just like mush videos too, right? I understand that. YouTube told me I couldn't, and that was against the guideline. So I don't do it regardless of if it's others or not. Okay? Rachel, it says Nova, it says she can show herself, but she has a camera turned so we can watch the truck show. It says Nova, it says we don't understand our language. Chill, Will, we know we don't understand him, but he's fine. He's not bothering me. He's not bothering. He's not bothering me. So if y'all got a problem with it, so he's speaking. I mean, I don't really understand. My brother-in-law could probably understand him. Rachel understands him. I know my granddaughter wouldn't understand him. Okay, so you speak 2 to 3 different languages. That's all. And see, that's what I think. That's interesting when people speak different languages like that. I think it's interesting. Bilingual, when you're bilingual, you can go a long ways in this world. Let me tell you, trust and believe. My brother-in-law, he has went a long ways by being bilingual, okay? Trust and believe. My granddaughter is already going places, baby. And she is trying to learn other languages besides the 2 that she speaks. And I'm very proud of her. It says it simply doesn't allow it on my channel. Well, that's understand. You know, it says I don't know what they are saying. No, I wouldn't block them. But if I didn't want to, it says they're saying, so I would have to remove the comment. Okay, that's good. And I mean, I'm glad you let me know that. So in other words, you're saying like if my granddaughter came to your page and she spoke Spanish, or my brother-in-law came and he started speaking French to you, and if you didn't understand what he was saying or what she was saying, you would remove the comment. I got you. Okay, that's fair. I feel you. So I remind Eric if he on, or if he ever pop over there. And I got a homeboy too. He's a driver. He was in the military. He speaks multiple languages too. Okay, I feel you, and that's understandable. I mean, that's fair, but I mean, I don't agree with it. But again, we have a right to agree or disagree. That's just me. I'm not moving a comment. I just won't. And if YouTube sends something and tell me that's against the guidelines, I deal with them when I cross that path. Because by me doing that, that's making me feel like, you know, like I said, my relatives, you know, my brother-in-law, you know, my granddaughter, you know, people in my family, my relatives that are married to people outside of their culture that speak different languages, whether it's India, French, you know, there's so many languages out there. You got Bosnia. There's so many of them. And I mean, it's just mind blowing. Like Rachel herself, people have been in the military. When you're in the military and you're a station, you've been in the military almost 40 years, 35, I think Eric's how many years? So Eric's 35 years. You know, you're going to pick up these languages. There's a lot of people in my culture, whatever, they speak Chinese very well. They speak Bosnia very well, Portuguese, all of these different languages. It's just amazing. And through my family, if you ever came to a family reunion, baby, you ain't gonna understand half of them. You're gonna have to bust out a translator, but they don't miss a beat. They don't miss a beat. My one cousin, his wife, shoot, I think they said, oh, girl said she thinks she speaks 7 languages and she don't miss a beat. She'll start speaking English, turn around and speak Spanish, will bust out on Arabic. She'll bust out on what's the other languages? Dang it. What is it? It's in the top of my head. That girl speaks so many languages. It says, Rachel says, I wish I would have learned more Russian. I was in Poland. Yes, in 2022. Yes. It is so wonderful. I have so many people and I figured that he says my English is A1. I knew his English was A1 because I was peeping what he was doing. You never judge and never estimate. I knew he could speak English pretty well. Most people that comes to these channels, and I'm speaking English. So by him staying in there, I knew he can understand what I'm saying. If he can understand me, he can speak it and write it. My brother-in-law told me that. Never, you be surprised. So he probably can speak multiple languages himself. And that is a gift and my thing, to me, that is a beautiful gift. And I love it when I be around my family and they're speaking all of these languages. I don't understand nothing what they saying, okay? But I love it. Yes, I do. There'll be, well, if they curse you out, I don't care. I just love it. Especially with my granddaughter. Y'all just don't know how proud I am of her. She don't skip a beat. It says that you're doing good with your English. English is not easy to learn. Correct. Novak blessing. Yes. It says, I already said I would not block them. Yeah, that's fine. It's Grandma Word. How Chill Will crew. Hey, Chill Will. See, now he's back speaking his languages. So, and to speak those languages is so well. It is just it is awesome. Most of the majority of the people pick them up when they're in the military. I know there's a lot of U.S. people pick them up when they're in the military. You be somewhere in a certain country for a long period of time, you're going to pick it up. Russia. I know a couple of drivers from Russia. They speak different languages and stuff. I was at our hub the other day, and I watched this dude. He spoke to me in English, and he conversated with me in English. He turned on the phone, and whoever he was talking to on the phone, he had to been from dang, it wasn't South Africa. He was from somewhere over there, and oh boy was speaking one language to them, and then he got off the phone, and it was a dude. He started speaking, I think, Polish or Russian. And then he turned around, because you know at our hubs we have so many nationalities that work for us, and he just started speaking another language, and it was so interesting to sit there and to watch him just do all of these different languages. It was just, I'm not gonna say mind blowing. It was very interesting. You know how hard English, they say English is the hardest one, but when you got people that are speaking and they can speak it without a beat. But I know I'm off subject. That's not what we're talking about. We was talking about them coming in the comments, not being understand what they said. And I was saying this to say this is Grandma's Word. I have been in plenty of people live chats, and it's people in there speaking different languages, and I ain't never seen them. You know, nobody say, hey, speak English or speak this or speak that. I'm quite sure it might happen. But obviously, the people didn't have a problem with them. And I remember the one girl said, I don't understand what you're saying. And she said, long as you ain't cursing me out or saying nothing bad, you welcome to stay. And that's the way I feel about it. And then the person spoke in English, and they were saying, no, I'm just supporting. And she's like, okay. And that person was there rocking with her for 2 hours in a live. And they were just putting in every once in a while, they would speak English, but then they kept speaking their language. And I thought that was so cool. Now, whether they said something bad, I don't know, but I'm just saying, she rocked with him the whole time. It says English is definitely easier than Russian. Yes, it is. That's what I hear. And he has been in this chat basically since I have came on the chat, and him and Rachel's been talking back and forth. And I think it's interesting to watch him and Rachel talk back and forth. And she is actually understanding the majority of the stuff he says. See, stuff like that fascinates me. It's very interesting. It really is. It says Rachel T. It says Russian is hard. It says they tried to have us go through courses. Oh, so to learn it. I heard that, Rachel. Everyone was so upset they couldn't pick it up. I heard it's hard. It says, see, now he's speaking English. I want KFC. So he is multiple languages. When he feels like it, he talks English. But because the language he's speaking is his preferred language, like, okay, like say for instance, my granddaughter. When we go on the other side of the, with on the other side of the family, I ain't finna get all in the details. They only speak Spanish. When you go in their household, they do not speak English. When they go to work or places, they do. But the mother, out of respect, that's the way they do. You only speak English in their house. That is the rule. You come through the door, you can speak. I mean, you only speak Spanish. Well, she only speaks Spanish, is what I'm trying to say. My bad. And if you speak English, you just out of luck. She understands what you're saying, but she's gonna speak to you back in Spanish. Like when I walk in there, I say, hey, Miss Gloria. And because my name is Yolanda, which is, whatever. So she's Yolanda, but she's speaking in Spanish. I don't know what the heck that lady say, but I know she can cook her behind off. Okay. She be throwing down in the kitchen some good old Mexican food. Yeah, I said it. She be throwing down. Do you hear me? I be like, girl, I'm just here for breakfast. I'm here for lunch and I'm here for dinner. I don't know what she be saying, but she be like, blah, 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 like, yeah, see, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, girl, go ahead. And my granddaughter don't be missing a beat right with her. And they be talking to each other back and forth, and I just be smiling from ear to ear. I have no idea what they saying. Only thing I know is when she said Yolanda. She said Yolanda. But I mean, it's all good. And I mean, it's all good. It says, yo, do you understand all I said? And my comments was, Yolanda, be careful. It says, letting comments in the language you don't understand. Yeah, I understand that well. That's English. And I speak English real well. It says, Rachel, hey, love, blessings. It says, you keep saying, what? When did I keep saying that you blocked them? I've been blocked them. I never said that you blocked. I said I asked you, would you block them, Asia? And you said yes. And I said, okay. Then so I'm saying, like, so in other words, let's just end the conversation now and make it easier. You're basically saying that you would just remove the comment. And that's fair. It's good. And I mean, that's what I wouldn't have a problem with it. Now, considering Rachel wasn't translating a lot of stuff that they're going back and forth, now what I would do when I got off of here, you can go back to your comments. My oldest daughter is real good. She translates a lot of stuff for me. I would have her to translate just to see if he's saying anything mean. And I know I get a lot. If you go back, look at some of my videos. A lot of my videos, there's a lot of people that have left comments on my videos, and it is not in English at all. And before I give it a heart, I need to know what they're be saying. And sometimes the translation button won't come up, and I have to ask my daughter, and she'll translate it for me, because sometimes they have that translation and sometimes they don't. And when I see the comment that it's a good comment, I'll give them a heart and say thank you in English. But you can go to some of my comments. They're not all in English, and I'm okay with it. I'm not going to remove them because I was able to translate and see that it was something good. But yes, of course, if they were saying a whole bunch of stuff and I couldn't understand it or whatnot, I mean, I guess I would figure that out at that time, or call my brother-in-law and say, hey man, jump on my chat and get to read that, tell me what it says. It says, we cannot send you KFC. We wish we could. It says, you would want churches before KFC is much better. Okay, cool. It says, A1C, da-da-da-da-da. Rachel got that. It says, okay. It says, I will write shorter messages. It says, so you can understand. It says, your English is fine. Okay. It says, if someone come in with a different language, I would first tell them I have English speaking channel, and if they have any continue, then at that point I would have to remove the comment. Okay, that's fair. It says, no, my English is very bad. He said his English is very bad. That's because English, my brother-in-law told me that. He said people that are in different countries and different places, it's hard for them to speak English because they all say, my brother-in-law told me that, he said they all say English is one of the hardest languages. Because he was over there in all of them places for a long time. I was like, dang, man, when you coming back to the States? He been in the military forever. He fly, what do you call those things? The jet pilots, whatever you call them. Pilot, sergeant, whatever that mess is here, whatever ranking, he's top. That boy has been there a minute. He definitely know his thing. I'm so proud of him. I remember when he graduated from school and he was telling everybody, oh, I'm getting ready. I'm going to the military. And then my husband, Andre, he's like, boy, you ain't going nowhere. He started training. He started working out. He was running and he was jogging and he was doing his thing. Next thing, Eric came, well, his name was Eric. He came back and told everybody that he was heading on off. I'm like, boy, please. And he ain't looked back twice. He has been in there, my daughter, because my daughter is named after him. So she is 36. So Eric so when she was born, he was there. He named her. So she's 36. So he's been in there 35, almost 36 years somewhere. I don't know. It's been a minute though. He's been in there a long time. It says, because of the languages barriers, to make sure it's safe for my channel. Okay, I understand. Okay, it makes sense. It says, no, it's not. You're doing great. Rachel, I'm so proud of you, girl, because you keeping that conversation. Girl, you talking that language. I got a couple of buddies. I got some drivers that speak multiple language. I wish one of them would shine in. Let me see who. Uh. I got my homeboy John. I wonder if he in the bushes. I would love for him to chime in. He was in the military too, and he started driving a truck. But he speak multiple languages too. My brother be throwing it down. I got a few people that speak. I don't. I've tried to do multiple language. I tried to get my granddaughter to help me with Spanish, and then I have a friend that she's from the Philippines, and I try to get her to help me. And then my uncle, his wife, she was from oh good Lord, China over there, speaking Chinese and multiple languages and stuff. And I've always tried to pick up, and man, it just not for me. Some of those languages are hard. They're talking about our language is hard. It says it's before Ogo. It says I have no issues with people who are bilingual. It says I think it's a beautiful thing, bilingual. Yes, that's true. If they are bilingual, I think being bilingual is awesome. It says I was not bothered by it. I just wanted him to know I didn't understand him. No worries at all. It's all good and all over here. Yeah, I appreciate that. It says gas in Nebraska about $4.55 a gallon. Okay. Expensive. It says everything in Nebraska is expensive. And that's crazy how that is, Rachel. It is so weird. It says, yes, we measure milk in gallons. I see 6 and 1. Novik, no more. It says this grandma. It says I'm a member to channels to people who don't speak English at all. It says that's not an issue that I have at all. It says I'm not prejudiced to know. No, I don't think nobody's saying that you prejudiced. I think the thing is the misunderstanding. I was so confused when you were saying about the guidelines, and we just had a lack of communication. We worked it out. It's all good, and we can move on from that. And I was a little bit hyped because I got to thinking about what we call my granddaughter. We call her Me. And I was like, Mimi was like, what's the deal? I was like, wait a minute now. Wait. It says, okay, you all have a good night. You have a good night, too. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. It says 1 gallon of milk. Nova, it's Nova. They're still speaking. It says Nova. It says she normally talks for an hour, maybe 2. She is a powerful speaker. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Look at you. It says that I know you mean that as a compliment, so thank you. It says I only understand not some and all and tell it all. It says Swanee. So here's another one. Swanee speaks multiple languages too. It says, hello, Sister Yolanda. How are you, sister? How are you doing? Like Don, I appreciate that, love. Good morning, good evening. It's morning where you are. Swanee is very good with English. She also speaks India. So she is a person that has been supporting me a long time, and she speaks multiple languages. Her and her husband and her children. Some people have that gift. It says all depends. What's up with you, Swanee? You still done with the festival, or are you done? I'm curious. I have to come over there and see you. I seen a couple of your shorts. It says all depends on who you're talking to, Nova. It says we don't really worry about that. It says Nova. It says I am making breakfast. What are you making for breakfast? And where's your husband? Is he at the office? It says Nova, we don't consider that bad. Rachel, it says we don't worry about that. Rachel, it says, does that make sense? He's speaking. It says great, your iPhone. It says don't buy anything else. Okay. It says, why are you not replaying my comments? What do you mean? I do reply to your comments. I'm going to go over there and look, but you know I'd be busy. I did reply. What comments? The comments on my page, Swanee, or the comments on your page? I'm curious. It's usually can buy an iPhone through a third-party vendor in Russia. Okay, they talking. Man, it says we bought iPhones when we were in Portland. It was through a third-party vendor, and they were fine. We just can't bring them back. You're right to the States. It says, okay, I'm going bye-bye. Okay, bye. Have a good day. I'm going to come see you. Okay, Rachel's still talking. I may be thinking about another place. You're not going anywhere. It says, finally, you read my message. I did read your message. I told you already. How is your daughter? Is her ear feeling better? If I could send you one, I would. What is he talking about? An iPhone. Why is he trying to swear? Rachel, what, he want a phone, child? People, man, let me stop. Well, y'all, I've been on here a little bit longer. than what I wanted to. Because I'm glad It's Grandma World's broke. That was my first time ever hearing, I know what she's saying about the guidelines. But, and like I said, y'all, I didn't mean to be rude. I wasn't trying to be rude because I still love It's Grandma's World. She good people and I'm going to still support her. But all I was saying was, I see what she's saying with the guidelines. But see, just like after the live too, you can go back and look at that stuff. And if something you don't understand and don't want, all you gotta do is remove it. I'm just saying, you could if you want to. And I guess I was saying blocking, but I was like saying, okay, like if somebody came onto your channel and they was saying something and they was speaking a language and you didn't understand it, like how do you handle that? Do you block them? Do you remove the comment? Do you silence them? I was just trying to find out because everybody operate different. It says Swane. She says, I have dinner. You have dinner? I thought you was having breakfast, Swane. Swane, you're supposed to be having breakfast. Why are you having dinner? It says, I am making chapati. Am I pronouncing that right? Chapati? Like almost like Chipotle. It says you like the orange on over. It says it's cute, but it says I want pink. Y'all, your girl gonna stay on here a few more minutes, and I'm gonna call it a night, baby, because I got to hit the showers. I think I'm gonna watch some TV, and then I'm gonna hit these after I get out of the shower. I'm gonna hit these YouTube streets. That's how Latoya said. I'm gonna hit these YouTube streets. Y'all connect with each other. And whoever is not subscribed, subscribe. It says, have your dinner, sister. I had dinner earlier, sweetheart. I had an avocado. What else did I have? Oh, I had my same old usual freaking pizza deal. Sometimes I'll get cheese pizza, I get chicken pizza, whatever the deal is. And then earlier, what did I have earlier before I had that pizza? I'm trying to think. So I had pizza, I had the avocado. I don't even know what I had. I'm so sick of pizza, I'm about to go crazy. I'm trying to think, what did I have? Did I have popcorn? I don't know, y'all. I forget. I forgot. It says, do you eat non-veg daily? No, I can't eat vegetable daily out here because, well, I could, but I don't. It says, we can't get a pink one here, so I understand. Hey, hey, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, hey, hey. I know y'all can hardly see me, y'all, but y'all, your girl is tired. Y'all, we're going to talk about another 5 minutes or so, and guess what? I'm going to get off. I'm going to let y'all chit-chat. I'm going to let y'all catch up with each other. Okay? We're going to chit-chat y'all a few more minutes because I don't think there's many people up in this live, and I've been on here almost an hour and a half, okay? It says, woohoo, very nice, let's dance. Y'all see my video when I was dancing, I was doing the thing, and I was cutting up a rug. I was doing the dance. I was cutting up a rug. I was like, hey, 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 hey. Y'all know I get like this when I get tired, y'all, because I am getting tired. I've been walking a lot. I walked today with that messed up live. I was going to walk tonight, but I don't feel like it because I'm about to go get in the shower, y'all. I wanted to flip it around because I know y'all tired of looking at those trucks. I flipped the camera for Mary. Mary, when she's normally in the chat, Mary likes to look at the trucks going by. Yes, she does. She likes to look at the trucks going by. Let's dance. It says expensive, very expensive, very. It says you need rest, sis. Yes, yes. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna try to do like that hour and a half. I'm gonna give it another 8 minutes, and I'm gonna call it quits. Yep. I just wanted to flip the camera around a few minutes, y'all, and listen and watch y'all chit chat. Anybody haven't connected with everybody, go right ahead. Connect with each other. And if you haven't, shoot, what was I about to say? I don't even know what I was going to say, y'all. I done got so tired. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah. If you need to subscribe to somebody's page, go right ahead and subscribe to their page, y'all. Go and show some people some love. It says, she is a truck driver. You need to go watch some of my videos. We're going to call you Nova Carva. Go watch some of my videos and then you can see everything. It says Swanee. It says, when you're tired, you take rest. Don't run after YouTube. No, I still got to do my YouTube, love. But I'm just getting tired. I wasn't tired when I stopped. And then once I stop working, 20, I have to calm down. I can't just lay down. It takes some hours for me to, what do they call it? You guys know when you go to work and you work so long, you have to wind down. That's what I have to do. I have to wind down. And then I'll be okay because once I get off with you guys and then I go get in the shower and do all that stuff and turn the TV on, guess what? I'm still going to probably be up another hour or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Sometimes I can't even sleep at night. I ain't going to lie. It's like that because I got a reefer unit. It's a driver next to me got a reefer and it's loud. I know y'all can hear it. It says, when you are tired, you take a rest, don't run out. Yes, I know this, girl. I know this. I know this. But I appreciate everybody that came. I appreciate everybody that rocked with me today. Y'all, it's that time. I'm telling y'all, get y'all some lemons. Get y'all some water and some honey and some ginger. Put it in a cup of hot water. So what you do is you take you some hot water and you put it in a cup. And then you take a fresh lemon and you roll the lemon on your table and you slice it in half. And you make sure you put it in the lemon squeezer so the seeds won't get in there. You squeeze all of the lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, out of that. I think Queen made a video like that. Yes, she did. Go over there and check out Queen's video. And you squeeze some fresh lemon juice in the hot water. You pour some lemon. You pour some honey. You want some raw honey. And then you cut up some fresh ginger, okay? And put it in that boiling hot water, baby. You got a good concoction there, real good concoction. That would actually do good. Yeah. So y'all can do that if you want to. So yeah. So you guys, now I be doing, let me tell y'all about these morning walks. Y'all, I be doing these morning walks, but it's not necessarily meaning that I'm going to record it every day when I do the morning walks. Okay? So, there's times I do my walk, but I'm not necessarily going to record it. Put it like that. Okay? It says, drink wine and go to sleep. Wait a minute. Girl, how you telling me to drink wine and go to sleep? Listen to her. She said, drink wine and go to sleep. I can't drink wine, 20. I'm driving my truck. She said, drink wine and go to sleep. Girl, you too much. Nah, I can't drink wine. Not right now. Not and go to sleep. So, yeah. Swanee, what do you do today? Did you go shopping? You and the husband? Swanee, you go shopping. It says, I can't. Girl. She said, drink wine and go to sleep. But I appreciate all y'all stopping in, y'all. I'm trying to hang in here a few more minutes. If y'all want to connect, go right ahead and connect, y'all. No, what, Swanee? It says, maybe one day we can send you one. He's still asking about that phone. Rachel is just a gem. You know, it's me, Mary. She said, isn't Rachel a gem? I said, yes, she is. Rachel got the patience of a, what can I say? Rachel got the patience of a butterfly, or a patience of, I don't even know what to describe, but Rachel, my goodness. I can see her as being like a nurse working in like the ICU unit or the baby ward or something, or the the PICU, because her patience. Some people just ain't got the patience for that type of stuff. It's my husband went to the office. Oh, he did. It says yes, Yolanda. He. Oh Lord, Rachel said yes, Yolanda. It says, I just got time now. I know ever since you don't work and you retired. I remember Rachel told me one time, it was a lady left a comment. I always remember that comment. Rachel said, I ain't got nothing but time. She said, come on with it. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God. I hit the float when Rachel left that comment for that lady. She told the lady, and she said, and I hope you come back the next day, because I'm going. I'm still going with that comment. Rachel was not playing. The lady told her. So if you guys don't know, Rachel got a video over there with a camera or whatever she was doing, and Rachel was showing it and telling how it went. And so the lady was so mad. Y'all, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm not trying to laugh like that, but wait, let me tell y'all. Oh my God. Every time I think about that comment, I hit the ground. So the lady was so mad. I don't know why the lady was so upset. She left a comment for Rachel, and she was... Oh my God. Y'all, I can't. I got the giggles. I am so sorry. Y'all, I can't help but... Rachel... Oh, Lord, forgive me. Let me stop, y'all. So this lady got mad at Rachel because she thought that Rachel took too long to make the video. She told Rachel, she said, oh my God. She said, it took you 40, because the video is like 45 minutes. She told Rachel, she said, oh my gosh, it took, and Rachel pinned the comment. She pinned that bad boy. The lady said, it took you 45 minutes to say something about a video or something, she said, when it could have took a kid 5 minutes or something. Y'all have to go over there and watch it. I was hollering. I'm still hollering. Rachel came back at her so smooth. I love the comeback. Rachel said, thank you for watching. You have to go. I'm not saying it word by word. Rachel was so cool with it. She said, thank you for watching. I hope you come back tomorrow, because I'm going to have another. She said I'm going to have another one tomorrow, and it's going to be about 20 minutes. She said, Lord have mercy, let me stop. Y'all know I'm tired. That was hilarious. I cannot get over that. I'm crying, y'all. And then so Rachel didn't go back and forth. Rachel left a smart comment, and Rachel pinned the lady, and then Rachel said, I think she said, I subscribed her. She went over there and subscribed to the lady. I'm gone. I am so lost, y'all. That one, boy, I ain't gonna lie, I almost peed on I am still laughing about that. And Rachel said, and I went over there and I subscribed to her. Only Rachel could do something like that. Lord have mercy, y'all, forgive me for laughing. That was hilarious. Do y'all hear me? The lady was so mad. And see, that's what I'm saying. Instead of people like that, just go on about your business. Why you got to leave a comment? Like, if you got a problem with the video, you didn't even have to be there and watch it. But Rachel had a sweet comeback. She said, I hope you come back tomorrow. She said, because I'm putting up another one, and that was going to be about 20 minutes. I think she said 20 minutes or longer. Lord, I lost it. It was hilarious. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. That was so funny. That was a good one. The lady was upset. Oh my God. Let me go back. I stopped laughing. I am so sorry, y'all. I needed that, man. So he wanted the phone. It says, my husband went to the office. That's Swanee. It says, Yolanda, he wants the phone. It says, I just got time now. Rachel said, it says, I got shopping only 2 to 4 times a year. What? Oh, Swanee, you're going to have to explain that. It says, honey, she told me I was wasting time with that video. I know. That was hilarious. It says, I can't even think of an iPhone in my dreams. That is hilarious. It says, I guess the algorithms agree with her. I guess so. It says, I was like, this woman, husband probably worked at YouTube. I know. It was hilarious. And here I am thinking I was doing a good deed. Like, girl. Oh. It says it was Sony Z. Yeah, that's what I figured. It was, I couldn't remember offhand. And it says, yeah. What you talking about? Read your message. I read your message, girl. Quit being so bossy now, Swanee. Goodness, I read your message. I read all your message. Want me to go back, Swanee? Yeah, I'm about to get off in a minute. What's Swanee talking about? What's she talking about? Your husband in the office. Girl, I seen that. It says, I can't even think of an iPhone in my dreams. That's what you want me to read, Swanee? I read it. And then you said, read my message. I read it. Swanee, when is your birthday? You're a bossy little person. You're very bossy. But that's what I like about her, because she's bossy. I'm going to let her be bossy. She's been rocking with me for a minute. Oh, you want me to read the message where it says, I go shopping only 2 to 4 times a year? Swanee, is that what you want me to read, girl? I read it. What else? You want me to go back? Well, okay, Swanee. It says, my husband went to the office. That's Swanee said that, everybody. She said her husband went to the office. She said no. Swanee said, I can't. Swanee said, drink wine and go to sleep. What you want me to read, Swanee? It says, yes, you read. I'm reading. It says, my birthday is over. Your birthday was on October the 22nd. Well, let's go. It's your birthday. Hey, y'all, let's sing the Swanee. Happy B-Day to you, girl. Swanee. Happy B-Day to you, girl. Hey, it's your birthday, girl. Go, girl. Hey, 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 hey. Swanee. Oh, yes. Happy belated B-Day to you. Okay. October the 22nd was Swanee's birthday. You guys, everybody in the chat, let's just say, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hi. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Do, 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 do. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, Swanee. 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 It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey. Hey. Okay. She said, thank you, Rachel. It says, thank you, sweetheart. You're welcome. Hey, 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 hey. Happy birthday. I can't say the rest because I heard you get charged for that. But I hope you had fun. What did you get for your birthday, Swanee? You get anything good? Anything special for your birthday? Birthday. Birthday. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, Swan. Let me flip this around, y'all. Okay, y'all. Look at all these trucks. Watch they block me. Watch they all block me. Watch they gonna park in front of this scale. How much you want to bet when I try to get out? They're going to block me. Block me. Block me. So I'm gonna come over there and see you for your birthday. I'm gonna have to watch a video. How old are you, Swanee? Are you sweet 16? Rachel said, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Say, Chill Will said happy birthday. It says, thank you, Chill Will. It says there's Tyson's. I know they're about to be in the wind. Yeah, you remember that. Rachel remember that night when Tyson, when old girl was running behind. Rachel remember that. And they had to have somebody to power that load. Yes, 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 yes. It says, but my birthday passed much earlier. Well, what do you mean it passed much earlier? You just said it was October the 22nd. When was you born? Was it October the 22nd or what, Shwani? Huh? I'm trying to wait and see. Shwani, first she said it was her birthday. And then she said her birthday passed. It says, but my birthday passed much earlier. Okay, so you said October the 22nd, right? It says, Lord, this live is popping. Girl, it's a mess. Oh, first we had you and what you call them speaking of the foreign languages. Then Swanee and her birthday. And then the lady that came on your page that you pinned her. What else we got going on tonight? What else we got going on tonight, y'all? Come on now. What, this car hauler and Tyson gonna have words with each other? Y'all think so? Because the car hauler, well, he's side by side with the Tyson, but we gonna see. Boy, it's been something else tonight. It says, no problem. We will celebrate next year. Oh, see, you should have came on live. If I was on live, and you should have said when your birthday was, Wendy, because we could have had a whole big old birthday party here and all that. It says, yes, something else is about to pop. Yeah, you know they come in threes, okay? So we had Swanee. Well, they did come in threes. Yes, they did. For real, for real. My grandmama said everything come in threes. Like, if a relative come visit you, you're going to have two more come visit you. If you come into any money, you're going to come into money two more times. If you, let me see. I ain't gonna say that one. That was not good. That was kind of old fashioned. I don't like that one. They even try to say babies come in threes, but that's not true. I don't believe that. Even though my one daughter, she had twins, but she didn't have triplets. We thought she was having triplets. I'm like, girl, the triplets, what? She's like, nah, Mom, I'm having twins. I was like, dang it, girl. Swanee said, no problem. We will celebrate next year. See, Swanee, you should have told us we could have celebrated your birthday this year. Rachel, it has been a night, girl. It says something else is about to happen. I sure hope it's good. So, Rachel, should I go in the store and buy me a Powerball, a lottery ticket or something? Rocking with Cowboy. He said, hello, everyone. What's up? What's up? Welcome, Cowboy. Welcome to the chat. Cowboy, I was in that live you had, and that was pretty cool when you and your wife was like chilling and camping. I don't know if y'all still camping, but you was planning the thing. You was having yourself a good old time. I know you said y'all was going to be there, I think, till Sunday, Cowboy, so are you still camping? It says, I upload the video, sister. I appreciate that, Swanee. Oh, you talking about for your birthday. Okay, I'll have to see it. It says, what it do? Oh, we just chilling. It's one of those nights. Don't even feel like a Sunday night. It says, I don't come live because no one comes to my live anymore. Swanee, why nobody comes to your live anymore? I've been to your live and there's a lot of people there. Maybe you need to change the time, Swanee, that you go live. Because when I come to your live, it's like in the morning sometimes. And I noticed that you should maybe pick another time, Swanee. Rocking with Cowboy. It says yes. It says just got home. Okay. So you enjoyed yourself, or Cowboy, you and your wife, y'all had a good time, man. I know y'all had a good time. Because y'all look like y'all had a good time. It says Novik. Oh, he's back. Uh-oh, Rachel. Look who's back, Rachel. Look who's back in the chat, Rachel. Oh, I think he did say he'd be right back, right? Well, I'm glad you had a safe trip down and back, Cowboy. I'm glad you made it back and forth. It says, had a ball. She's tapped out. Really? Okay. She called it a night. Y'all had a good time. Y'all was up there 7 days, wasn't you, Cowboy? Because I think you said you got there Monday and y'all stayed to Sunday. Y'all stayed 7 days. That's what it seemed like. Y'all was there from 7. If I remember right. Yeah. Y'all do that once a year, Cowboy? Or how often do y'all go camping? It says, Rachel, it says, girl never came back for that. Oh, Lord, Rachel. He said he came back from that iPod. Rachel, do you think he's trying to get you to send him a phone, girl? I'm just curious. What you think he up to? Because he showed been. I don't think he went nowhere. I think he was in the bushes. I don't think he went nowhere, to be for real. It says he is not giving up. It says, yeah, we got. Oh, it says, yeah, we got pretty regular. Okay. Oh, you trying to say, yeah, y'all go pretty regular. It says, yes, Apple doesn't sip over here. Oh, ship over here. I'm sorry. I'm thinking I'm seeing sip. Lord, child, girl, I got it. Because I'm going in for some new glasses. It said he has to buy one through third party. Yeah, I noticed that over there. And I really don't understand that. I really don't. He had to buy one through the third party. Okay. So, like, why they don't have them over there? It says, Rachel T, how you been doing? Oh, Rocking with Cowboys speaking to Rachel. Everybody go and connect. Y'all better hurry up. Y'all, I only wanted it to be an hour, but it's going to end up being a 2 hour. Because I'm going to give it, almost 15 more minutes is going to be 2 hours. I said an hour I was going to end it, but I'm not playing this time, y'all, because I got to go get in the shower. I got to get it. It says, good Cowboy, you okay? They talking. So, Rachel, is that the only way he can get that through a third party, that iPhone? And what's so popular about that iPhone? Why everybody want an iPhone? What is this iPhone number 3044? I'm just curious. What's up with the iPhone? Like, why is it so popular? Like, I don't want no iPhone. I don't have one, and I ain't getting one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm due for an upgrade. I might get one. Oh, it's import. I still don't know what that means. I don't know what's the height with them. I wonder if I go work at the store where sell the telephones. Can I get a free phone, Rachel? You think they'll give me a free phone? It says third-party companies can get them over there. Oh, I bet they cost a lot though with a third-party company. Child, please. Now, I ain't finna go no third party to get no phone. I'm going right to AT&T, baby. And I'm gonna say, look at here. I want one of them new, what is it called again, Rachel? iPhones or Apple, whatever. Oh, no, so AT&T don't sell that. Oh, you talking about at the Apple store. So she's saying, but not directly through Apple. Oh, you talking about Apple. My daughters them got them phones. I don't like them phones. I seen them things. No. I ain't getting one of those. No. I don't like them. I forgot. You talking about that Apple stuff through them. No, I'm cool. It says it's the same, but they are going to tax the mess out of it. Oh, really? Oh. But the tax is that high? Child, please. Well, that's why I just stick to my little old whatever I got. I don't even know what type of phone I got. I'm going to tell y'all how bad I am with phones and electronics. Long as I can pick mine up and dial a number and take a picture and communicate with dispatch and my emails and all of that stuff and go banking and pay my bills over the phone and do all that extra, I don't need nothing else. That's what I told AT&T. They always calling me, talking some nonsense. Told them something, I said, look, let me tell y'all something. I don't need all that extra. Because guess what? I'm not going to use it. See, my thing is getting new phones and switching over. You got to learn that phone and figure it out. You got to do the cloud. You got to put all that stuff in the cloud to save all them billions and billions and millions and thousands of pictures, videos and all. Man, I ain't got time for all that stuff. I'm impatient when it comes to stuff like that, okay? Like, I stick to my phone till it's riding on one rim. Cause I ain't got time for all that nonsense. I remember one time I got a new phone. I fell asleep on the phone because I was trying to figure out how the phone worked and I couldn't figure it out. Okay? I ain't finna mess with all of that. Okay? For real. So Cowboy says, great. Rachel says, but I don't believe Russia has a wealth tax. I can't remember. A wealth tax? I've never heard of such thing, girl. What the heck is a wealth tax? When it says rocking with Cowboy, yeah, it says Apple phone be watching you. That's why I want one. I heard a lot of stuff. My daughters, both of them got that mess, and my grandkids got that mess. My grandson be getting on my nerves with that doggone thing. I seen it. I know. It says rocking with Cowboy. It says Yolanda. It says, are you going home for the holiday? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, your girl got to get in. Your girl got to make some collard greens. Your girl got to make some macaroni and cheese. Your girl got to make some sweet potatoes. Your girl got to make some turkey legs and some turkey wings. Yeah, yeah. Some pecan pie. Hot water cornbread. Your girl got to throw down some fresh lemonade, baby. I'm going to knock it out the box. I might even record it. And they better not mess up and not get me home. Right now, they're trying to reroute me. And they've already sent me loads. Just say I'm planning on being there. Long as they don't mess me around. Because I have gotten screwed around a couple of... Okay, one time I got screwed around on New Year's. I'm sorry, not New Year's. Christmas. Oh, man, I did not make it in to 2 days after Christmas. Man, I was heated. But that's a story we ain't going to talk about because that might raise my blood pressure. That was Lord have mercy. And then one time some years ago, because this was the same, I've been with this company for a long time. And another time, one time on Thanksgiving, I didn't make it in either. It's a long story. Y'all don't want to hear it. But it happens from time to time. You know, every once in a while. So what happens with that, when you get delayed and you can't get home for the holidays, so you'll have a load to pick up. And then what happens is they'll set you up and then they're gone because a lot of the managers are taking off that whole week before Thanksgiving or Christmas. So they'll set you up. And so what messes you up, you go to pick up that load and the load has been canceled. Ain't nothing they can do. And then by being the holidays, you can either leave the truck and fly. You can rent a car. It depends on your situation. But if you under the load and you stuck at the truck stop, you just stuck. You can't leave the load there. Somebody will take the freight, so you have to deliver it. And then, unless you want to quit. You could just quit and say, I'm done with it. But to me, it's not all that serious. Every day you wake up, it's a holiday as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, there's some drivers that get mad and they'll fly home when they lay the truck. Man, they be heated. I be like, man, you can have Christmas every day if you really want to look at it. You can have Thanksgiving every day. Don't just wait for a certain day to do it. Do it all the time. It says watching and listening. It says, but so does your TV. Right. You can have these holidays like people be talking about, oh, it's Valentine's Day, it's Mother's Day. I think long as your mother alive and y'all get along, Mother's Day should be every day. Give your mama her flowers while she's still here. There's some mothers don't even get flowers until they pass away. Mother's Day, shoot, she gave birth to you. Every day should be a Mother's Day as far as I'm concerned because you're a mother every day. Oh, our anniversary. Long as you married, you got a healthy, happy marriage, y'all should be having an anniversary every day. Don't get me to preaching, y'all. Tell me, oh, it's my birthday. Every day you wake, it's my born day. Every day you woke up, it was a born day or a birthday, whatever you want to call it. You here, ain't you? Don't get me started when it comes to the holidays. To me, the way I see it is, they say Christmas is such and such a day. Thanksgiving, it's just another day. It's just that day is called Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. And to me, people celebrate. They do these gifts and they do all of this stuff. Man, you can do that stuff anytime. You ain't just got to just pick a certain day because everybody is doing it. Every day can be Christmas as far as I'm concerned. I love me some Apple everything. Yeah, Rachel, you like my daughter. She loved everything she love everything Apple too. Both of them really, but the one more than the other one. She got the Apple computer, the Apple Watch. She got the Apple phone. All of that Apple mess. I'd be like, child. It says, that's right. Every day is a holiday. You wake up. You ain't lying for real. It seems like people is more happy during the holidays, though. Well, I mean, they could be more happier during the holidays. I don't know. I try to be happy every day. But sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it get hard. Why are you still here? The birthday girl. I ain't gonna lie, it gets hard sometimes, because, we all go through regular things in life. Whether it's your job, you got a stressful job, whether you're working long hours, whatever it might be. Your kids getting on your nerves, dealing with stuff, just everyday stuff. I mean, it's normal for people, I'm just saying. Yep. Says, happy birthday, Swanee. Oh, Swanee Rocking with Cowboy says, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, y'all. But you guys, like I said, whatever you guys got planned with the holidays, and you got a lot of people that don't have family. They don't have nobody but themselves. I know a driver, and she doesn't have nobody. It's just her. And I told her if she's in the area and stuff, she can always stop by, and I'll give her a plate or a dinner or something like that. Or if she wanted to spend, time with stop by. Some people wish they had somebody to be around, It says lots of people are sad too, yes, and they're overlooked because everyone is running. Wait a minute. Because everyone is running around shopping and gathering with family, not realizing people are mourning. Yeah, during this time, right? Swanee moves some messages. It says, I am also working and living contagious life. Okay, we say, it says, thank you, Rocking with Cowboy. Yes, you're absolutely right, Rachel. You got a lot of people that's going through a lot of stuff in life, and you'd be surprised what they're going through or dealing with. So, the holidays, a lot of people's out shopping, and they're out there Black Friday and doing all this. Don't forget about others that are unfortunate, that don't have, that are just dealing with challenges in their life and stuff, You'd be surprised, lonely. Some people don't have money to pay their bills. Some people don't even have a place to stay. Just it's a lot. A car to drive, food to eat. They can't buy their medicine. It's a lot going on in this world today. And you never know. And then always remember, you might ask somebody how they doing. They might say, I'm good, I'm doing fine. But really, they're not. They're not. So, you just never know what a person is going through in life, I try not to throw religion on people, but I just always say everybody need to stay prayed up, and pray for others, not only ourselves, but pray for others, So, you got a lot of atheists, a lot of people don't believe in religion, but whatever you believe in, higher power, whatever it is, just, think about others and, remember people. The holiday time, if you see somebody, if you can help them, go right ahead. If somebody want to plate of food that you cooked, offer it. Because you never know if you got your next door neighbor or some might not have, there's somebody that might not have nothing to eat. Elderly people live around you. You'd be surprised people up in their houses and stuff ain't even got food to eat. And then they had that thing with the people was dealing with the SNAP, the EBT, all the the stamp stuff that I ain't finna get on that stuff. Let me shut up. But yeah, you just don't know what people going through right about now. So yeah. Y'all, but you know what? It's about that time. We went an hour over, y'all. I've been trying to do like Jolia be doing. She be doing an hour. Because to me, it's easier to get somebody to rewatch your replay for an hour versus 2 hours. Or 30 minutes. So sometimes I'll, It's what it is. I just go with the flow of the chat. If it's talking and everybody popping and have a good time, whether it's an hour, 30 minutes or two, I just keep it rolling. But right now, it's not really a lot of people in the chat. You know, you too, Rocking with Cowboy. I appreciate you stopping by. We're going to come over there and show you some love and catch up. You guys get a chance, go check out Rocking with Cowboy. He got some good content over there. He be doing what he do. All right. Thank you, Rocking with Cowboy. I appreciate it. But you guys, like I said, Swanee, we're going to say a happy birthday to you again. All righty. So Tim King, it says, good night, Yolanda. Hope everyone has a safe week ahead. Appreciate that, Tim. It says, well, it's popping tonight. That's for sure. Yes, we had a good time, everybody. Everybody that was in the chat that came and stayed the entire 2 hours. I'm not even going to name people because it was a good crowd in here. And I seen everybody in the bushes. I appreciate all those was in the bushes. I appreciated everybody that, you know, we went back and forth. We appreciate It's Grandma's World. She good people. She was just looking after me. But, you know, she explained it. And I'm still a little bit confused, It's Grandma's World. But I figured out she's talking about the guidelines. But it's all good. So, you know, Swanee, we're going to say, hey, before we get off here, let's say, everybody say happy belated birthday to Swanee. Put that in the chat. Happy belated birthday to Swanee. It was her birthday, October the 22nd. Just put a HB, what is it? Happy H birthday BD. Just put a HBD, whatever. I don't know. All righty, you guys. Have a good one. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. And thank everybody that came in here. If I do my morning walk, y'all, and I decide to bring y'all along, y'all know I'm going to pop on and go live. But sometimes I'll still walk and I might not go live. It just varies. But we'll see. But I bring y'all along most of the majority of the time. But not every time, y'all. Because sometimes when I be in that chat, I be talking instead of really walking. Because y'all know how I like to run my mouth. I be listening back to some of my replays. I be like, girl, you talk too damn much. Now let me stop. For real. All righty. It says, check my birthday celebration video out. Okay, Swanee, I will check it out. And again, happy birthday to you. Good night. Take care. Sweet dreams, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everybody that was in the chat. I appreciate you. I think Tony, your man, was in here. He might have left out. Larry was in here. Dan was in here. Right along. Everybody. Y'all have a good night. Have a good one. Have a good one. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah, I got to turn the camera around, y'all. I got to dance. Hey, 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 hey. It's your girl. It's your girl. It's Yolanda. Signing off. Y'all have a good one. Until next time. All righty. It's